Hello everyone and welcome to another video about Alberta. In this video, let's talk about the tech pathway of Alberta in details. This is Coach Rice and this is Quest Canada. Before moving forward with the eligibility factors of the tech pathway, let me run you through quickly with the process on how this tech pathway actually works. So the first step is that you should have an express entry profile or account, and this profile should be active. The second step is that you should submit an application form, a tech pathway form, to the Alberta government, and once they receive this form, or the government of Alberta receives this form, and then they deem you as a person who is eligible for the tech pathway, they will then provide you an invitation to apply for PR. The invitation will then add additional points to your CRS score on your Express Entry account, and once the CRS score on your Express Entry account increases to more than 500, the moment the Express Entry or the federal government does its draw of applicants for invitation to apply for PR, you then will receive an application for PR application or invite for PR application, and once you receive that invite, you then move forward with completing your PR document. So that's the process of PR application under the tech pathway in a nutshell, but more of this goes on in the background and we will certainly go through every one of them. The tech pathway is a special or specific PR pathway for companies or industries who are involved in the technology industry or business. Your job doesn't necessarily have to be involved in IT. You can work as an accountant in a technology company and still be qualified under the tech pathway. The key is the company that you're working for and will provide you the job offer that you can use to apply for PR will be under the technology industry in Alberta. And there are a list of companies under this technology industry if you will look at this AAIP Tech Pathway Codes list. Companies under the electric power generation, chemical manufacturing, pharmaceutical, commercial and service industry, computer and peripheral equipment, audiovisual equipment, semiconductor, aerospace, software publishers, motion pictures and video industries, and so on and so forth. This is a lengthy list of companies or industries who are then qualified under the tech pathway of Alberta. By the way, guys, if you think that you are gaining value on this video, please consider to like this video and subscribe. And I would like to show you another list, which is the AAIP eligible occupations list. Under this program, you will see here in the tech pathway, there are positions wherein if you are a human resource manager, you will be eligible under this tech pathway. Advertising and marketing, telecommunications manager, human resource professionals, human resource and recruitment officers, engineers, architects, producers, directors, choreographers, and other related occupations. There are many occupations under the tech pathway. Again, the nature or the essence of this video is to just advise you and give you a little bit of clarity that the tech pathway does not necessarily mean that you have to be in the IT industry. It doesn't need to be like that, but the main key is that your company should be involved in the technology industry as per the systems code list of AIIP, and you can have you should be under the professions under the NOC list code of AIIP on the technology path. So those are two main things. Your company should be technology, and the profession that you are into working for that company should be listed in the AAIP NOC eligible occupations. The next step for you to truly assess and evaluate that you are indeed qualified under the Tech or Accelerated Tech Pathway of Alberta is that you should have an express entry account, and it should be valid. I have actually created a video and published a video about the AAIP express entry eligibility, and I urge you guys to please watch that video. I went into further details into that video. You should be working full-time in Alberta in an Albertan company. You should have a job offer from them. The third is that your job title should be included in the occupations eligible under Tech Pathway, and the company that you're working for should be under the technology industry as per the codes of Alberta. You should have a valid immigration status, meaning you should not be on tourist visa while working in Alberta, and that is not eligible. So you should be legally working in Alberta during the time that you apply for the Tech Pathway. And your primary occupation on your express entry should be the same occupation as your current Alberta employment or job offer. Now, if your primary occupation in your express entry is not the same, then you will not be eligible, and it's easy to just change the primary occupation on your express entry. It is better that way than ask your HR to change it. So the question now is, how do you know if your company is eligible under the Tech Pathway? Well, the first one is you have to ask your HR, or you have to ask your boss. So once you have identified that, you then identify your positions. It is eligible under NOC, and then you identify and assess your eligibility factor yourself, the ones that I have just went through, and from there you will apply for the Tech eligibility form, which is this form, and there it goes. Those are the first few steps of your application. It can be a lengthy application. The truth of the matter is, being a permanent resident in Canada it's a hurdle. Well, I wouldn't say a hurdle, but it is a process. It is a long process. It took me 5 years almost to be a Canadian citizen, and it took me 10 years really. My permanent residency journey to Canada was 10 years in the making. And so if you came to Canada as a student and it only took you 4 years to be a permanent resident, you are absolutely doing great. Kudos to you, congratulations, because that is half the time as my journey.